Well, how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, for you guys in the viewerverse, I'm back with a little bit of Starfield. So I've done a couple of videos on the things that I'm not so sure about and the concerns I have. This video is why I'm excited for Starfield and why I want to bring it to my channel. So one, I'm a massive sci-fi fan. If the Serenity t-shirt hasn't freaking convinced you, I don't know what will. And all of my background, I mean, I've got Starcom up there and all sorts. No Man's Sky and Little Spaceman over there as well. Yeah, I can't point in the right direction. It's just there. Yeah. Anyhow, I love sci-fi and this looks like it's got an epic freaking story. And I just can't wait to dive on in and find out what all that sort of stuff is that we're melding together. It obviously looks alien. Doesn't look man-made, does it? So what I love is that you're going to be able to create your own character inside of this open universe RPG, and there's a couple of backgrounds and a couple of traits that have really taken my interest. So as it goes for backgrounds, you can only choose one background, but it comes with like 3 little starting skills. Now the one that's taken my interest is Beast Hunter. Or I quite like the idea of being a bounty hunter. When it comes to traits, I quite like the look of alien DNA, and there's a couple of others I like too. And I love the fact that you can research stuff.
It's our most flexible yet. You can customize all the elements of how you look. You'll pick a background that gives you 3 starting skills.
It says here you spent some time as a diplomat. Having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages. But it's not just in how you can look, but in how your character plays and develops. The skill system combines the best from our previous games, and you can unlock new skills as you level up, and then you rank those skills up by using them and completing challenges. And there's deep crafting systems, from running research projects with the resources you find, to crafting weapon mods needed to survive.
So yes, you saw some of the beasties there, and yes, don't they look freaking awesome? Can't wait to explore all of these planets. But it's not just exploring the planets, heck no. Once you've got boots on the ground and you find a lovely planet that might have some fauna on and stuff that you like, you can put down outposts. And there's lots of customization when it comes to your own outposts. You can even recruit people to look after your bases.
And you can build your own outposts. These act as a home away from home for survival and resource generation. You can choose where and how to build each one, and you can hire characters you meet to keep it up and running. But that's not all. You can even build your own spaceships. You can choose crew members, and yes, you can completely customize the look and layout. There's loads of different modules, ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so cool, we just absolutely love this. It's not
So yeah, I love ship customization. I love that idea. I wish it was in No Man's Sky. I mean, look at this. Yes, hopefully I can build this ship inside of Starfield. That'll be freaking excellent. Or something that looks fairly similar. Or something that looks like a giant turtley thing. That'll be nice. Also, there's loads of planets to explore and pick places for your outpost.
Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet. And it's not just this planet, it's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems. Over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore.
So this game looks like it has its own narrative, its own lore, and an interesting one at that. But not only that, it gives you an open universe to play as your own character in an RPG type fashion. I'm going to be Captain Steve inside the universe doing all these things. Let me just put up a little sort of montage of some of the loveliest bits that's inside the trailer. can't wait! And yes, there's been some more information on some of the bits that I like the most in a bit of an interview. So let's go over some of that. Well, I'll put it on the screen now. Here's some of the interview.
Just one, it's you could spend thousands of hours doing nothing but shipbuilding and like focus that as all you're about, and that's okay. But you could also be about exploring every planet and finding all of the good, and that's okay. Or you could just play the main story and be like, I want a kind of experience that I'm guided through so that I kind of get to see stuff, and I might stop here and there. Oh, there's a cool side quest that I got, but you know, I want something that sort of leads me through because I'm a little, you know, it can be a little daunting to say you can go do whatever I want. Like, ooh, I don't know what I should do. It's like, oh yeah, I just ran in and stole his ship and shot all of his crew members and took off. Like, you can do that? Like, oh yeah, you can do anything. Like that, I think that is a special part of a Bethesda Game Studios game. And when we say epic RPG, we mean all of the stories, all of them.
All right, you just gave me some ideas for stealing people's ships, so I appreciate that. That's going to be top on the list to do in Starfield.
But look, we know in an epic RPG, there's always bad people, they, you know, shooting at you. Sometimes you got to return fire, and there's a lot of fun to be had there. And so, you know, providing a lot of different skills that sort of determine how good you are in combat, combined with all the different weapons in the game, and then you layer in ship combat and all of these other things, it starts to sort of paint a picture of just how broad or how deep the rabbit hole goes. Yeah, like every ship is customizable to the nth degree, and not just like cosmetically. I want my ship to look like this or look like that, though obviously that's totally a thing that you could do if all you care about is cosmetics. But it goes much deeper than that in terms of like what kind of shields you have, what kind of weapons you have, like what kind of ship are you building? What do you want it to be good at? What trade-offs are you willing to make or not? And then the other part of it is, of course, well, you can't just like, it's a spaceship. Those aren't cheap. So you have to figure out like, how am I going to do this? Where do I get the resources to build this stuff? What kind of, you know, skills do I need to level up to improve different parts of my ship beyond, you know, what I could do without those skills? So there's a lot of, again, choices in terms of you get to decide that, how much you want to put into that or not. Do you just want to give somebody money for the parts that you want? Do you want to build it? All of those things are sort of part of the fun of deciding how much do you want to interact with this and how do you want to interact with it.
Absolutely. I mean,
so people in the viewerverse, if you haven't already typed in the comments why you're looking forward to Starfield, I'd love to read those on up. But yeah, they're all the reasons why I want to get into Starfield. So yeah, I want to be tracking down all the biggest fauna and loveliness inside of this game and putting outposts on planets and building ships. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye again! Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers! And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.